I am Lizzy with Long Distance Gamers, and today I'm going to be soloing a play of Weather Machine. Now, just to note, this is a very heavy game. It's a Vital Lacerda game, so I will probably mess up some rules because I've only ever done one playthrough, but I really enjoyed it. Wanted to give you guys a feel of how it plays, so probably will screw up some rules, but hopefully it'll give you a chance to, feel the game. I also won't be, spending 2 hours going over every single solitary rule, because that would take too long, and I want to play. So I'll go over enough to get us started, and then hopefully explain stuff as I go, so that way it could give you guys, again, a feel for the game. But yeah, definitely don't use this as a rules reference, because I'm sure I will not get it 100% right. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and get started. Another note is my camera cannot see my entire table. So I have this camera over here to show you this right here, and then that one to show you just everything in one flow, so that way you can see what it actually looks like right now. But, so how we got started was we got one of each of these and placed them where they said to place it. So this guy went on the sciencey place, and he took a winter. This guy went to the government space, and he took a wind. So he has his starting tiles right here. And then a couple random of these chemical bits that will help him out. Me, I got a gear. I got so much of these resources, and I am first player. So I will go first. The AI will go second, or the saboteur. They are called saboteurs. But before I even start, I can do one supply gathering round. So that is anything in here. I can move this so that I can be first player next round while I'm already in first place. So I'm not going to do that. I could spend however many boxes it says, or supplies. It says right here. So we have 1 or 2. Get the thing, get the reward. Or I could place these, which these can be used to extend out our machine. Which that's right, that's why I had this board over a little bit more, because you can only expand out this way. You can't really expand out this way. You can only have 3, so just in case. But if I want to combine them this way, I have to match the colors. So that's also a supply, or I could buy one of these based on the current supplies for where they're at. They get more expensive, the less they get. So the higher the demand, the higher the price. Because, well, lower the supply. I also started with a gear. All of these are off. I have starting resources based on where the little circle guy is at. And these are mostly one of them, but we have to have 2 of every set, and there weren't enough of the ones that were allowed for solo play. And to have 2, so I grabbed another one from another set. But that's it. So for this first supply, I do want to get a couple of these out, because these are where I can place things at. So I might take this little guy, and he can go either here or here, so I'll place him right there. And that immediately gets me a science. And then I'll take, because I could take 2 supplies, lose that, but I would get a science, which that could help. You know what? I want to get closer to getting to this, though. Well, that would get me closer to getting to this gear, which I need. I guess, yeah, so I will go ahead. Nope. Yeah, I'm just going to stick with this. So I spent 1 for him. I'm spending another 1 for this little guy. And that will cause me to go up on this track. And this will go here. Now, this can hold either a gear or a bot. It just cannot hold both at the same time. So you have to choose when you set something down. That's 2, so I have 2 left, and I can always use science as a wild, or I can always get spend 3 to get a science. So 3 for the price of 1, which is really expensive. But I want to get a couple of these chemicals, which means I have to get one of these. So I will go ahead and go down on that. I think I want to get a red one. So I will do that so I can put a red right there. And then I will go down 1 to get this red because it costs 1. And I'll put it in the red spot. Then I will go ahead and spend a science. So I'll go down 1 space on the science. And I'm not getting another red because that will cost 2. So what do I want? I'm going to be going over here because I really love this government space. So I'll be getting this. So I want to do the wind. So either a green or a blue. So I'll get a green one, I guess. Okay. There we go. Okay. So then that is the round. I'm saying I'm done. I've spent everything I want to spend, and we go on to the actual action. So I go first. So I just move my little guy up to just remind me. So I will move my guy from wherever he's at. Usually we use these. I'm using the yellow pieces for the AI, but they don't use this. They use these 2 tokens. And I can come here. Now if I come here, I get a science immediately. But that's it. But I can do both of these actions. If I come here, I'll get a science and I'll get, or a lab, not a science, a lab, and I'll get a lab for each one beside me. And if this guy was over here, I would also get a science. But he's not over there. He's in his start space. So the question is, do I want to get an extra lab or do I want to be able to do this action twice? I don't think I have enough resources to be able to do twice, but I really wanted to. So I'm going to do something that's really, really expensive. So I'm going to come here. I will get a science, or a lab. Sorry, I will probably mix up lab and science a lot during this. So I will spend 1 of these. Oh no. 1 of these governments, and that will make it so that I can move up on this track, which this is one of the win conditions. So for win conditions, I can either win 2 different ways. One is an instant win. I surpass the target, which is currently on 35. And I am at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, actually, that might be a better spot for these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My goal is this. I put this guy here to remind me that anytime this guy comes over here, I have to do something. Which, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I just need to be at those markers for 2 of the tracks. And I need to have qualified for 4 of these that are currently in this space. Which I get those in that space, which I will show you starting next turn. But anyway, so I go up on the track. I get to place 1 of my people. So I'll take it from here. And I will place it here. So I will spend a gear. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go ahead and grab this gear guy, I think. And that will make it so that I can get a gear later on, because gears are really hard to get. And now I have something that will impact next turn. And then I took my gear, replaced it with that, and then I get whichever this says. So there is 1 of these left, so I get this. And I can place it right here. Okay, so there is that. And then I'm going to go ahead and spend 2. So I'm going to spend 1 science for 1 of them. And then I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 of my lab and 1 of these. So I'm going to be really low on these resources so that I could do this. So when I do this, I cannot do this one because these are only once per game or once per round. But I will do 1 of these. So I want to try to get science, and I want to come over here into this one for the wind. So do I want to up that, or do I want to up I guess it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so I just flip this over and I get its benefits as well as I get whatever these are, right? Let me double check that actually. Yeah, that's what this means. I get the combination. So I get 1 up on this track and I get a science because that's where they intersect at. And then I get its benefit. So I get to do that without having to spend the coin. So if I would come down here, I would have to spend a gear to get this one, which I don't have any more gears. So I can't do that one. I only have a green. So what I do is I don't have to spend the chemical. That's right. So I could come up here to this blue, save the green for later. So I will place one of my bots right there. And I'm doing this action right here. So I do move forward on this track once. Place my bot here. I don't have to spend the chemical. Normally you have to match the chemical. Then I get whatever that benefit is. So I get 1 of these tiles, which I was supposed to put a face up one. So I could either choose one of these blue ones to put here to make it so that I could get a blue. Or I could choose one to just put right here to extend this out. Because to do this action later on, I have to have gears all in a row to be able to do that. And oh no. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to grab this. That leaves me open because there's whites and blues on some of these other ones. And this gets flipped over. No, look, another white. And then I get that. Then I get this token. Okay, so I've done both of my actions because I could, placing right here made it so that I could do both. Did I get my science from that? Okay, I started here. I don't even remember. You know what? Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Because I got a science for placing it. A science for that. I used 2 of them, right? So yeah, I'm pretty sure I got it. Okay. If I'm down 1 lab, that's not lab, that's science, or that's lab, not science. If I'm down 1 lab at the very end, and that's what cost me the victory, we might roll this tape. We'll see. Probably not. Okay, so I've done both of my actions. So that is first, or that second. Third is spending my resources. Fourth, I can place these. So since I have 2 wind, it would be very beneficial to put them in a row. So I could either put them in a row that will get me up on the track here, which will help when I place these. Or I could put it so that I could get a double box or up on that track. Being able to get a cylinder without having to spend it would be nice. I think I'm going to go ahead and place it right here because this will make it, once I do get it, I'll be able to get 2 gears, and gears are so hard to get. So I'll place it here. The blue has to be with the blue. Doesn't give me any benefit, but when I do place this pink, I get 2 supply. And that goes up. And I'm really close to being able to get this. But that is the end of my turn. So now we go on to their turn. So, there is an action I could do for free where I kind of like scout, where I will draw 2, choose 1 to keep, 1 to discard, and then 1 to put back on top, so that way I know what their next turn would be. But for now. So first things first, they go to wherever they say they're going to go. So this guy is going to come right here with him. And normally they would get a science, but instead they move up 1 space. They move up 1 space, making it harder to achieve victory every time they have someone to the left of them. Then, because we are in a 2-player game, this will come up to here, to the available space. Because it is the government space, which is why this little reminder is right here, we will be removing wherever this assistant is. So this assistant is on this sun. So we will be removing from the game this sun. Okay. And then, so he's gotten that. Now for action 3, where is action 3? Okay. 1, 2. Oh yeah. That's the optional thing where he moves. Then 4, we do wherever it is they say. Okay, so they will move forward. So they're going to be first player next round. So they're actually going to have 2 turns in a row. And then they get 2 of whatever resources they want. So they go look at whatever's cheapest. And in this area. So they have a green. They already have the white. And they already have the red, which isn't even in here. So a green, a pink, and a blue are what they're going to choose from. So we look down here, and they're going to choose the lowest. So they'll choose this pink and this blue. And they do have fancy names, but remembering names is very hard for me. But that's what they do there for 4. So for 5, we take their card. We place it in their discard. And we draw a new one up for 6. 7, we check there to see if they're going to be publishing any papers and wreaking havoc. They're not. And then we move on to the next phase of the game. So we are on A, so we're going to go to B. So we look to see if this goes off. It does not, because there is none. This is not full. And as denoted here, it kind of goes off when they are in any of the spots. So it doesn't go off. So there is not one even in there. So what will happen is this little guy will just come home. We will just discard this. I just discard. Well, I don't want to wreck the artwork. This moves up, over, down. He moves over. If it ran, I'll show you that when it runs. Okay, so that's B. So C, we rearrange the player tokens to make them look like the initiative. So just that. He is not over here, so we don't get any income. Although he is making his way. But then, that's it. We start a new round, and they are first player. So we're just going to go immediately to do this. So they are to be placing in the science. Well, they're already, or the government. They're already there. So they move on to the next one. So they're going to come here. They are placing in the and. So we will do the top and the bottom. If they were placing on either of these others, we would just do the bottom. But they are doing the top. So they are here. So they immediately get one of these wild ones. So they have a set of 2. So we're going to be in trouble real soon. And they're going to figure out which one they have. They're going to be focusing on. So they'll choose which one they can use to complete a set, which will be this guy right here. So, and they have to have a matching one, which they do. So they will be doing this action. So they'll come down here. They will place one of their bots, and they will be placing it right here. This goes back to the supply. This will go into here. Okay, so that is it for that one. So 5, we are going to discard. Grab a new one. And 7, guess what? They do have 3. Because this one counts and they have 2 of these wins. Normally you have to have 1 of each color, like I would have here if I got this one. But this one is standing in for the pink. So, what happens here is they will turn all of these in. So we'll put that right there. We'll put these just over here. And then a winter disaster is going to be coming because, or a wind disaster, not a winter. So we'll place that right there. Ruh-roh. They're getting closer to victory for them because they win if they ever run out of this deck, or there are 2 of these weathers that are at a level 3. So we want to keep this a little bit lower. Unfortunately, at the current moment when this goes off, but it's going to take a few rounds, this will be going off. So that's not good. And they just unlocked the wind, which I thought they got victory points for this immediately. We're just gonna double check that. Nope, they do not, and it's not victory points, it's our goal, what we're trying to achieve. But usually, when you do unlock one of these, you can choose to spend a science to get 3. But they made it easier for me to do it, so now I could choose to come over to here, use and quote their research, because this is unlocked, so I can choose to quote their research to make it so that I would get one of these. Which that might be something I want to do so that I could get some gears and this. But that is it for their turn. So now it's my turn, right? I get to go, yay! So what do I want to do? I cannot stay here, obviously. So I might actually do this, where I just come over to here, and instead of doing this action, I'll do that action. So yeah, so I'll come over here. I will get this research. Except I can only move up 1 space. So that would be kind of a dud. But is there anything better for me to do? I mean, in all reality, I don't think there's anything for me to really do other than try to come over to here, which I will be spending those. And the next turn I could go there if they're still there. That might be good. So I could come here. I have 2, so I would be really close to this, but I don't have that. If I had that, then it would make really good sense for that. You know what? I'm just coming over here. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm going to go up on this once. Normally it would be twice, but I can only move once, so I lose the other one. And then I'm going to spend, oh no. I would have to spend, so that's okay. I can spend a science. And that makes it so that I can do this. So I'm going to quote their research, which means first I move this over and I get 2 gears, whatever 2 gears I want. So I kind of want to work on completing this. No, I don't. Well, yeah, I do. So I'll make it so I get that, and that will make it so that goes off. So I'll take a gear blue. I also have to think about this. So maybe I should grab a green and a red. I'll grab a green and a red because I have to think about over there. So green and red. Okay. So I did that. I do get victory points, so I get 2 for each of these and nothing for that. So I get 4. Yay, I'm on the map. Woot woot. Then I get one of these tokens and oh no. Oh crud. Oh, well that's okay. So before I went, I could have used this token and just flipped it over and just gotten a gear. But you can only use one of these tokens at the start of your turn. And if you forget, well, you're just out of luck. So hopefully I don't really need to place another gear, because I want to be doing something different for this next one. Okay, so that is my turn. So now my turn's over, so Weather Machine does not go off. So he will move over, take off, take that one out. And these will come over. This is also a timer. Once this last one is placed over here, it will be the last round of the game. So that's a timer. And if I get this Nobel Prize, that's a timer. If I get 3 of these publications or awards, that is a timer. And if these spots get filled, those are timers as well. But does not go off. We don't do anything because that's the same. He's not here, so we don't get any rewards. Okay, so back to their turn. They get to go first. And oh, okay. So he is going to move to science. So first choice is here. Okay, so this is not to the left of him. Yeah, it's not to the left of him, so I don't think that moves up. But this does move forward. Man, wish I would have waited. That's okay. I should have looked at what they were doing and known that, but 'tis life. So they're here, so they're going to be doing both of these actions. So first, they will grab one of these of their choice, which I'm pretty sure they have. They don't have green or blue, so we look here. Green is the one on top, so they'll take a green. Then they will flip over one of these, which I'm going to have to check their rule. See, there's a lot of rules with this. But like this is the player aid, by the way. 8 pages, lots of information in there. And this is the big rule book, and this is the Saboteur rule book, which does go into really good detail. So like the government, so first flip to the blue side based on the weather and priority indicated on this. So their priority is here, and it's the very top one. So they will flip that one, making it so that I can't flip it later on. Okay. And then we'll just place these over here. That's still out the way, right? Yeah, you can't see them. Okay, then they will be placing one of these, and it will be where they can, right? Why am I not remembering this? I don't think they went there that often for this the last time I played. Because, so location, they're on the government. So they're prioritizing where they have the chemicals to do it. So yeah, because they have to have the chemicals that match. That's right, because they discard the chemicals instead of these little guys, these little gears. Okay, so they have a ton, but they do want winter, so they'll have red. So they will discard the red back over to here. Place one of their little bots on a red. And then they will be taking a red, and it will be the very top one. So this is out of the game, and in its place is a gear. Okay. And they get this, which means they are really close to another publication. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, or I could let them go up 5. Do I want to make it harder to win or harder to win? You know what? I'm going to make it harder to win this way. We'll see what that does. Okay. And if that runs, they get 3 for it, just like anyone else. Okay, so then we're going to discard. We're going to place a new one. We're going to look at it this time. So they're going to be going to the supply, which means that it's going to get harder because they're in the lead. Unless I go there, which I mean, I don't really have much to spend. And I set myself up for up here. So I'm just gonna do that. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so we discarded. They don't have any of that. Okay, my turn. So I'm gonna come over here. So I'm gonna spend 1, move up on that once. I get to place. I don't have a bot to place. So you can always do this action without having a bot. Okay, with that in mind, let's think about this. Do I want to just come over here, grab a bot, and I mean, that's all I can do because that costs 2. And I don't want to spend all 3 of those. Does that make any sense whatsoever? I guess I could choose that, but no, I need a bot. Yep, you know what? Although if I come here next time... this is so annoying. Because what do I need? I don't have anything. I need something. I need to be doing something. So, what can I do? I was here. I have no science. I only have resources. Ugh. Ugh. You know what? I'm just going to do what I originally planned and come over here, though. Okay, I'm going to spend 2 of these. And I will take this. And do I want a gear? Because they're really hard to get. Or do I want 2 victory points? I'm going to go ahead and say I'm just going to grab a gear. Since I'm going to be focusing on this, I should probably grab another green one. And they have to be in the same row. So now I would be able to do... Wait. How am I getting a gear? Oh, because that's, yeah, I placed it there. Liz. Wow. Okay. So, there's that. So first, I have to have completed this. Then, I will place one of my guys right there, which got me the gear. Then, I can spend 2, I can spend all my gears. Right? Yeah. So, I just need a red and 2 green. Wait, no, that's... No. Oh my goodness, I can't do that either because I have to have the gears to place it. Liz, you are losing your mind. So I can't even do that action. I mean... I guess I could come... No, I was there. So, going there will have no benefit. I could come here... get 2 of those things, which will help me out there, or just help me out with another resource. Oh, so I need to grab those 3 again. But is there anything that I can do there? I don't have a bot. I'm just gonna have to come here. I don't think there's anything else I can do. So I need a bot. So I'm going to spend 1 to get a bot. Actually, I'm going to spend 2 to grab this bot so I can get a science. And then I will place the bot in the bot only space. I could spend a science to get another bot. Which do I want to... Okay, before I do any of that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're going to move this back over to here. Because I forgot. I can do this. So, I'm going to spend this. Be here. Okay. I can place one of these up to here. Doesn't really matter with the exception of I'll be able to activate one of these rows, whichever one I place. And it will be able to... Pretty much I'd only want to do either this one or this one. Which I'm pretty sure I could get 5 of these. Might be able to get 5 into there as well. But placing it, I will place it so that I can get a gear. That will get me a gear so that I can do that action so that I'm not wasting my entire time. But the question is, which one do I want? So, this one is... End of game, I would get victory points if I have 5 of my little workers in this area. This one is 5 if I get them in that area. And if I do succeed in this, I will get 5 victory points. Also, if I succeed in getting 4 of these, I'm closer to winning the game automatically. So the question is, do I want to activate that one? Which I would literally just be activating and getting a resource. Or that one, which would get me a gear. I think I'm going to be pretty heavy on gears for right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this here, which will get me a gear, which will make it so that I can get this green gear. Yay. And then I'm going to flip it. Flip it so that I can activate this. So I'm going to go ahead and get a science because they're the most valuable. Okay. Now that I'm done with that, now I'm going to place my worker and I'm going to place it right here. I'm going to get this done. Okay. So, turn in one of these and all of my gears. I got a red and 2 green. I don't have to turn in this blue because I have my worker there. If they had a worker here, I wouldn't have to turn in one of those, but it would up the victory over there. But instead, I get to place this. I think I'm going to place it here. I get 2 victory points per this, so I get 2, 4, 6. So I'm at 10. Woo! These go back to the supply. Okay, then I get one of these. Whee! Oh, and I get victory points per my guy being there. Okay. And I get one of these, which I'll just place right there, which that's a wild. I can use it at any time, so maybe I would want to get some more books, maybe. But that is that one, but that is a free one. I might do it just so that I can get some extra books because I know I'm coming here next time. I'm just going to have to. I gotta get some stuff. I don't have any stuff. I don't have any gears. Which, oh, by the way, I placed that on a gear, so I do get a gear. So, do I want to work on this? Because I want to get this to go off. Do they have... They have a green, so I'm going to go ahead and take a blue. Hope that they go right there. Okay. Although they'll be very unlikely to grab that. That's okay. There's also a blue here, which will help get that one to go off. Okay, that's that. And then I can choose to place this. I am going to go ahead and place it right here so that I could get a couple more boxes. Because I'm going to have to come here. I'm just going to have to. Okay, weather machine does not go off. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. So if this would happen to get full, it is up here. Oh, wow. Wind's not even going to go off next time. So it's not full up. It's not one that goes off here. Okay. Well, there is that. Although, yeah, it will act like it goes off because he's there. We don't rearrange because no one went there. Okay. Now it is start of a new round. They are still first player, so this guy will come to this box because he is already first. He just made it harder for me to win. Okay. Then, what am I doing? What are they doing? They get 2 resources. So, they don't have red, well, they don't have these 2, and they get 2, so they'll get those 2. Okay. And then we will just discard this. Place this one up here. So I know they are going to be going to this one next time. Which means this is going to be going there the time after that. Okay. But I can't think about that because I'm not going to be able to really... I did not move this down twice for that. I had to move it down twice for that one. So I'm going to go ahead and come over here. Because someone is here before me, I do have to lose a resource. I'll lose this guy. But I need bots. So I will go ahead and do 2 to get this guy, which will get me a science. I don't really need any chemicals. I haven't really done anything with my chemicals. I will go ahead and spend 2 to grab this guy, which gets me another one, which I will immediately spend to grab this guy. And oh no, I fell. Help, I fall and I can't get up. So that way I'll be able to place some stuff out. And that gets me up on this chart. So now if I would flip another blue over, I would get a chemical and I would get to go up on any of them. Okay. Well, that is that. And before I went, I had gotten that so that way I could get another gear. I'll go ahead and get a green gear. And ideally I could go there, right? Okay. So that was my turn. Weather machine does not go off. Move forward. So this is going to go off this next time. Sort of. Which is not going to be good. It's going to make the wind go even more, which, oh no. 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 It's going to do away my progress. Oh. Jerks. Okay. Well, that sucks. Okay. Rearrange. Okay. But we're just going to go ahead and go. So normally they would be going to the government, but they're not because, well, they're already there. So they're going to move here, which makes it so this guy moves forward 1 space. Does he always go to the left? Yeah, he goes to the very leftmost. So then, okay. We are here. So, they get another one of these, which means something bad is not going to happen. That's right. Because I made it harder for me to win. Then they will be placing, well, actually, well, they can't get another one of these. So, priority is here. So they have a pink and a blue, or a pink and a white, so they will go at the very tallest. So they'll do the whites. And place that right there. They will get this. So yay, they are really close to that one too, depending on which one they get. Okay. Then we move. We rotate. Okay, so the pink is going to be going over to here. Can I use that to my advantage to be able to do anything over here? Yeah, I can, because if I come here, I can just use a science. And then I could place this here, because this one will go off this. Wait. It is my turn. Yeah, it is my turn. That is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go here, which gets me up on this one track once. Then, I get to move forward on this track. Yay! And I get to place somewhere where I have a chemical. So, a green. So, I'm going to return this green. And I can place where this guy is. So that way I can... Except it's not even... Oh, yes it is because of them. But that just means that... That just means that it's going to go... Okay, where's my green chemical at? I do still want to come here. But I think I want to come here to try to get... Well, no, I pretty much need to come here, so that way 2 rounds from now. Except I don't have a pink. I have a red or a green. Well, I guess I could come here, hopefully that will go off. Because, yeah. Man. Although it would make it so that I would be closer to one of these. So, I don't want another wind. I want something unique because I want not equals for 2 different ones. So I should probably come over here and grab up one of these. I have red, so I will be able to, except I have green. Okay, so I'll come here. So I'll spend my green still. And grab up this guy. Placing him right here. And then that's it. That's all I'm doing. Okay. This will trigger, but not everyone's getting victory points. So they will get, except there's no wind. Oh yeah, that's just sorry. So this will just get removed. And we will be putting a higher wind up here. So it's going to be even harder next time to get rid of this. And they're halfway to victory. This is just out of the game. Okay, so I need to start thinking about trying to get 3 gears. This is going to be hard. We're in trouble. We are in trouble. Okay. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Okay. They're gonna go. Yay. So this guy is gonna come right here. Their first focus is there. So they will go up here. This guy will come down here. So we will be getting income. Yes. At the end of this round. But they will be doing that action. So their focus is going to be whichever one they can get completed. So this one, or what was the other one? What was the other one? So fog or snow, right? Fog or snow. Which means we're going to get real close to another. Oh, and this moved forward. So fog or snow. So we look here. So whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. So fog is the first one. So they prioritize that as long as they have the actual thing, which they do have a blue. Okay. So they will go ahead and place that. And they'll place that. And they'll get one of their little guys out. They don't have to pay the little extra. We do as players, but they don't. Then they either get that 5 victory points. Oh goodness, I don't think I can afford for them to get that. I think I have to let them get the 5. So we're at 49 for them. Oh, I'm over here at 12. Okay, so that was their turn. Oh, because that guy was there. Because I was going to come over here and capitalize on them being over there, right? Yeah, that didn't work. So, what else can I do? Because if I come over here, then yeah, I can put something up, but I have a red, which, I mean, this is right there. So I should have put it right there. And then I would have been able to complete this, but eh. So, oh, you know what? I didn't get that. I did not get that even. That's only when the weather goes off. Sorry. So, that doesn't even matter. I do have the red, so I could come over here and get this. I don't have that. I would just be going ahead on track, so I don't think that's probably my best interest. So I could come over here and put a gear out, and yeah, I'll just come over here. No one's over here though. Where was I at? I was here, right? No. I don't even remember. I was going to go there. I was just here, yeah. Okay. So I could come back down here to get on this bot so that I could get another gear. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to come over here. Now, I think I might come here just so that they can't do... No. I don't want them to make it harder for me to win, but they will get a resource. I don't want them to get a resource. So, I will spend a science. I could do this action, but I don't want to. I want to do the science. Then I can place one of my gear guys out. And I'm going to go ahead and come... Do I want to spend blue or green? I want to keep my blue, so I'll spend my green. I'm going to take this. Even though this is flipped on the used side, when you put it in your area, it gets flipped to the I'm able to use it next turn side. And then I would normally get a token, but there's no token to get. So I would grab another one of these, which will make it so that I can use that next turn as well. Okay. Well, there we have it. The end of another round. Okay. Weather machine doesn't go off. It will go and make this harder next time. Owie. Oh, did I even look? Oh, yeah, that's right. I made them harder to win, so that way they wouldn't be able to convert the weather. But they will be having this one converted, which gets them dangerously close. Do they have a white? Okay, they do not have a white, so at least they're not going to win this time. Well, actually, they might. I don't know. No, they won't, because they won't be able to get that token. Okay, anyways. We do have an income phase. So, we get all this stuff. So, I get a lab. I get one of these. I go up on this track. I get a science. And I get a supply. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, and I had, because I placed there, I had gotten a lab from that as well. I am really bad about that, because when I placed over there, I would have gotten one. I know I got at least one. I'm sure I screwed up and didn't take all the resources that I should have taken. But I know I'm at least one on all of them. Yay! Okay, so there is a lot to keep track of. But it's like you place a thing, you do some stuff, you get some stuff, you turn some stuff in, and you try to win. It's the basic of a Euro game, right? So then this guy comes down here. So he's done his action. I don't think I, yeah, I did not swap these out. I could have had insider information. I could have had insider information that they're going to make it harder to win, but that's okay. They'll come over here. They will be going all the way down here to 50. And, okay. Whew. Okay, so they're on there. They're only doing the bottom. But what do they need? Oh, crud. Well, they're going to be making it difficult. Difficult, difficult, difficult. We're going to be really close. Oh, they could actually win this game if they focus on this one, if they have it. They do not have it. Oh, thank God. Okay, but they have this one. So they'll turn in a red. Grabbing a red gear. And what am I looking for? Okay. Lowest. And they'll place their bot on the red because that's the one that they spent. Okay. Now, could just make it harder because, well, that weather machine's not going to go off. Well, I'm going to let them go ahead and take it, even though that's going to make it real difficult for me. I have to really watch this one. But I can't keep giving them 5 points every time. So they're going to turn in this, this, and this. They're going to be unlocking. So at least winter is going to get easier for me. I don't have any winter. I'm doing really bad at this. Really bad. I swear I wasn't this bad when I played last time. Okay, that's okay. But we do have to put out a winter badness. So if they get one more of these winter ones, game over, they win, I lose, no exceptions. Okay, and then I might have forgotten to do the machine. No, I didn't. I'm just losing my mind. I feel like I've forgotten because I've only have 3 over there. We might get an extra round. Okay, so then it's my turn. So I can move anywhere, just I can't stay here. So if I come over here, I could at least get in on this, except it won't do me any good. I could get in on that. Or I could come over to here, place some stuff, but I won't be able to do this part. So the question is, do I want more of those? Again, I would be losing one. So I think I'll just come over here, get another one of these. Just make it so that they can't do all the damaging stuff that they can do. And then I'm going to do this. So I get to move forward on this track. I get to place one of my guys that matches the red. So I could come, I need to come here, I think, to make this easier to do. This would get me a cylinder, though, which could come in handy. This just gets me moved up on... Ah! Stop letting me forget this! I can do this section for free. So I was here. Okay, so I don't have to spend this, so I could place it right here. And then spend this cylinder to get that. So that gets me another bot, which will make it so that I can get this little guy. And that will get me this. Okay. But I am here, so I can't just come into here. Which, I really would like to. I'll do that next turn. Okay. Oh, and I need to go back down on this because I didn't get that. But, okay, so that made it so that I could do that. Now where do I want to go? I mean, I don't have one of those to be able to place over here. So this one is out. Unfortunately, I do have some boxes that I could use to get some stuff. I would get a science because he's right there. So I think that's what I'm going to do. You come here. I'm going to get a science because he is already there. And then I'm going to move him here. Which, because he is there, we look there. So this gets discarded from the game. Okay, then I can choose to buy stuff. Okay. Well. Goodness gracious. I don't really need any more bots. What benefits would they give me? A one-time use of this without having to pay the thing. So that could come in handy. Especially because this will be going off next if I can. So you know what? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over here. Spend. I'm going to get one of these guys out, which gets me immediately able to do that without having to spend it. So I'll come... They've already gone, right? They go first. I don't. Okay, so let's do their action, because they would normally come here, but instead they're going to come here. Which they'll go there. Which there's someone already there, so that goes there. Then they do that action, which they will be placing one of their people in a guy that matches. Okay. So they don't need this one, so they will put it here, which they can't do. So they'll put it here, and they could do either, so they will spend this to put their little guy right there. And grab up this thing. Then we will do that and that. They can't do anything else. Okay, now my turn. Everything that happened. Okay. Would have been awesome if they would have placed something right there. But with that said, I might want to place it here. So that way I can get in on it next time. So, yeah. So do I want whites or green? You know what? They have a green, so there's a possibility they'll go. So I will do that. Yeah. And then I'll spend another science to get the green, just in case. I think that's all I can do. I think that's it. Yeah. I don't remember if I flipped anything over or not. Guess we'll find out next time, right? Okay. Question is, yeah, I'll have 2 turns, so I'll want to come here first. For reasons. Reasons unknown. Okay. Turns went. This does go off. So we will be adding one of these. So again, if they get that, game over, they win. This comes back. Okay. Nothing happens, nothing happens. I could have spent one more to get priority. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Because I'm tired of them going first. Yeah, so then we will swap that. Keep forgetting that that is one of the actions we can do. Okay, but now I get to go first. So, I'm coming over here. I'm going to get one of these. And I get a science because he's here. And then this moves to make a full house right there. That makes their action not eligible. Yay! Okay, so now I have a blue gear. So I could either come in here and be able to complete this winter, which will be really handy, or come here, which will make it so that I will get 3 victory points instead of them I'll get 9 victory points instead of them getting. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to place my worker right here. Oh, except before I was here. Before I do that, I'm turning this in. Stop letting me forget this. To turn in one of these, I have a chance of getting this. So, I really need white gears, I think. So I'm going to go and place that and get a white gear. Okay. And then I could turn it over and get another. So I'll go ahead and turn it over. And I need, well, if I do that, I'll need a red. So I'll get a red. Oh, I'm going to be using the blue right there. So, now I'm going to place my worker there, get my lab, get my science, move him. Okay, now place this guy, spend a blue gear. Spend a blue gear that way. Whoopsie daisy. And get one of these. Which will make it easier for next turn, if I remember to spend it. And that means this goes off. We can place this, which we will place it just right here. Which means this gets off, this goes back. And go, 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 go. And I get 3, 6, 9 victory points, so I'll be at 21. And I know I did not do that. That did not go off. This one will be triggering at the end of this turn, though. So maybe I should have gone there and gotten in on that. I've done what I've done. Enough take backsies. Okay. Their turn. They're already there, so they'll just move over to here. Oh no. Okay, so they will place based on priority. And if they have it, they do not have it, at least. But they will go ahead and place right here. So they will not get that that token. But they will move forward here. So they will want to focus on one of these two. So we look at that. The first one around is this one. So this one will be their focus if they have green. They do not. So it'll be these two. So actually, this one will be their focus. Okay. I lost my green guy. Hold on, I gotta go. Okay, so they turned in their green. They'll place this, and they'll be placing it at the top. Apparently they didn't have a gear. Then they will be grabbing this and get closer to get another one. Okay. Whew. And that is their turn. I'll just let them get it. I'm not giving them 5 more difficulty points. Okay. So then it is the end of the round because I was first player. So normally we would see if this would trigger. If we had one more thing right here, we could spend some science to get these benefits and victory points, but there's not a third one there. So we have the option of pulling them off or leaving them. I'm going to go ahead and pull it off just so that I have another worker. This will still go off simply because of the solo rules, so we have to find that and place that one out there. So we are really close to some massive pain over here. But then this comes back to them. This moves forward. We get rid of one of these. I'm pretty sure that I have extended this game a little bit. Because, yeah, I feel like we've played more than 5 rounds. We've got to have played more than 5 rounds. But anyways, okay. Rearranged. Okay, so my turn. If I come here, I'll get a lot of science. Can only get one of those, though. I could get a lot of those. I could get both of those. But is it worth the science? What can I do? I have one of these. So I could place it here and get a gear. Well, first things first. Let's turn this in. So, I have a chance of getting 3 of these. But do I want to use that track? I could do that for... Yeah. Let's go ahead and... we'll move up on science. That sounds like a good idea. So that way I can come here or there. I'll be okay on science. I'm going to use that. Then that I'm going to go ahead and that activates this, so I can activate another one for one more. If I was one more space up, I would have been able to activate science as well. So I'm going to activate this one as if it was here. So I will move one up a space. So do I want to move up science? You know what? I'm closer to this one, I feel, so I'll move that one up. Then I get a cylinder and I get a resource of my choosing. So, what cylinder do I want? The only one that I can get is red. Okay. Then I get to go up on one of these. So the question is, what do I want to do? Do I want to come here? Try to get in on one of these, or do I want to come over here? Move up on that. I think that might be better. Because, yeah, I'll be able to get a science. But I get two of these, and I want to come back over to here. I want to do this, yeah. But can I do anything over here? I could do this. I have stuff for it. I could use... Which ones do I want? I don't want that. So I want one of these three. So I want to get some of these things. So I have a green and a red. So I'm limited to these two. So I could get a gear or another. So I'm going to come here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come here. I'll get one of these for me placing it and one for them to be in the left of me. I'll move up on this track. I'm really close to that, at least. Then, you know what? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I have moved forward 3 places on that. Okay, then I can place this. So I'm going to spend one of these. Place it right there, and I'm going to get a gear. I want to try to do one of these, actually, because I don't have one of those completed, but I would need a white and a red, so I have that if I want to do that. But I need white, white, and green. I have none of that. I need a green and a red. You know, I'm going to grab a green. I think that looks to be a good use. Although if I want to get into this too. So that will make it so I could put it over. So actually, I'll grab a blue. Yeah, I'll grab a blue. And then I could put that over there. And then I can do that action. But I need to do other stuff before I can do that. Okay, enough of that. Okay. So, whoosh. And then I get this token, which I can place here. I might as well place one of these, although I don't know which one I'll be able to get. Yeah, I do. I'll be getting a winter one. So yeah, so I'll go ahead and place the winter one there. And the hot summer there. That made it so that I went up on that one. Yay! Okay. And that is it for my turn. So their turn. Did I? Goodness gracious. Yell at me, people. Yeah, I wish. Okay, these gears are falling over. I forgot to swap that out. Okay. So they're going to go to the science and... Oh, man. I guess I should have gone to science because now it's going to go up twice. And this is going to come over here. Dang you! But science, so what gears do they have? They have no gears. So they will take whichever one they don't have, lowest priority. There we go. That's their turn. Okay, so end of round. This guy doesn't go off. We just move forward. Loop, 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 loop. So we have at most 4 more rounds. I could always do my free action because they definitely will have less than 4 cards. But Okay, they will be going there next time. Which... I mean... they wouldn't be able to really do anything. So at least there is that. So yeah, so they only have a blue. There is no blue anywhere. Yeah, I'm okay with them keeping that one. Okay. And they'll make it so there's another income round. I'm definitely okay with that. Okay. I want to come over to here. Then I want to do that the next turn. So... yeah, I'll come over to here. I'll use my blue gear. I don't have anything to place. I have nothing to place, so I can't do that. I mean, I could do this, but I really want to place that. So, crap. Could come down here and just get, knowing that they're going to cause it that, I guess I'll come down here. Yeah. I'll have to spend 2 science to get another one of these, which would make it so that I could trigger going up on a thing, which will make me closer to winning. So, I mean, there is that. So, although I'm not even close to... I need 2 more on each of these. I need workers, though, so I'm going to have to spend 2 for this one. Which will make it so that I'll just go up on this track. So I'm 1 away on both of those. So... should I spend... I would have to spend a lot of resources that I don't want to spend to get another one. But I do need another one to be able to do that. So I kind of have to. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Is this going to even be worth it? Am I even going to be able to do anything? So I'll have to come here. And I have to place something there. Then I could do that to activate that to get another one. That's what I will do. Okay, I'm not going to spend for another one. Not doing it. Okay. Yeah, so I'm done. That was a waste of a turn. Because I didn't have a worker. Okay. But they are going to go to here. Which means this is going to move forward. That's going to go to 1. They have nothing that can work for them. So they'll go the one that they have the lowest of. There they go. Now we trigger income. So I get another one of these. I can't move up on that. Another science, another box, another gear, which I might want to just grab another blue. And did I go up on that one? No. Okay. Couldn't go up on that. Couldn't go up on that. Couldn't go up on that. I couldn't go up on there. Okay, gear done. You don't get these once again. Those are just a one-time thing. Okay. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I skipped this. This did not go off. Okay, 3 more rounds. See if I can remember this. And not that it really matters, but let's see where they're going. They're going to go back to here, which I guess they would focus on this one, which will be a while till it triggers. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That one actually won't trigger. Okay, that's okay. I'm okay with that. Okay, let's come up here. So I'm going to spend 1 to place one of my guys here. Spend a blue gear. So I'll get that to use on a future turn. And that blue gear, instead of going there, should have been right there, which will cause this to trigger at the end. But I'm also going to spend 2 more so that I can use this. So I'm going to use that to activate that, which will get me one of these, which will get me another one of these. So do I want white or that? Gosh, I'm thirsty. Pretty sure I'm losing this game massively bad. Well, white is there a lot. Pink is there a lot. So, can't go wrong with either. So, pink's here, and that's the one that I need for that one. So, we'll just grab a pink. Okay. Then this will trigger, so they will get 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will get 3. Woo! Yeah. And then this will go wherever we want it to go. Considering I'm probably going to do this one. I'll go ahead and place it here. And I'm going to need the victory points. And I forgot, you have to take a science. I probably have extra resources of some sort from somewhere. I didn't grab the lab. You know, never can have too much lab. Yeah, there's a lot to keep track of. I know I've said that a few times, but there's a lot to keep track of. Okay, I think I'm done. Oh, I was able to grab this, so I will put that right there, so that way I will be able to complete this, which will come in very, very handy for next turn. So, they will move over here. So they'll go up 1. And they'll be doing this. So what do they have? They have a blue and a green. Their focus is going to be the wind. So they have blue or green. The bottom one is what they'll focus on. So green it is. Got another one of their little resources, guys. I said green, right? Yeah. It's okay. It's not going to go off. Okay, so that was A. B. Doesn't go off. Okay. C. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Okay. My turn. First, I'm going to use this one to just complete one of these. So, whoosh. So with that, I get to do a action if I want to over here. Now, I'm not going to, I don't think, because I would rather do 2 actions here. Is that right? Because they're going to be joining me over here. Okay. But do I really need to do that action to be able to do? And it would get me closer to winning. And I could move up. Yeah, I think I'm just going to stay put. Although it does make it so that I could just place the guy out. I will get him back at the end of this turn, though. So does that really even benefit me? It will make it so that I do get to move up on this track no matter what. And then I could choose to spend a red or a blue. So yeah, I want to place it there. I think that will be what matters more to me. So I'm just moved up. And I get another one of these tokens. Yay! Okay. Then, because I just did that, I'm going to come over here. I know they're going to go make it harder, but I'm going to go up on this track. Yay! I've reached an end point. I'm one of the ways to there. Then I can turn in this red and this little guy to move up on a track. And I was supposed to be putting these over here. Whoops. That would have factored into some of the other decisions they would have made, because these stay. Whoopsie daisy. Because they would have focused on these more. Okay, but I get to go up on a track, so I will go up on this track. So I have one of the end conditions met. If I had 4 of these that I actually qualified for, that would be another condition. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I would need 1 more in each of these. And 2 more sets. 2 more sets thing is probably not going to happen. Probably not going to happen unless... maybe. We shall see. But then I get this, which I can place anywhere if I choose to. Okay. Doop, 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 doop. And I'm going to do this. So I'm going to turn in this. And I don't have to turn in any gear except for a white one. So, man, I needed that white one, huh? Because I'm going to need... well, we'll see how this goes. Okay, shoo. But if I turn in a red and a blue gear, I would get more victory. Except 2 per gear or person on a gear. So I still get victory points. Oh, no. So I'm going to take the 2 that away that I earned earlier. That's only for the other players. So if I don't turn in a blue gear, they will get 2 victory points. Okay, but I'm going to go ahead and place this here. And get my 2 victory points for that. Then I think I'm going to have to turn in a blue gear just so that they don't get the victory points. And I do instead. Woo! So that's on 26. And I'm not going to turn in a red because I need gears. But that does get me 1 of these, which I can use at a later date. Which I'm going to have to use with this sun probably, which means I need gears. I'm going to have to use that. Okay, I got a plan. Oh, and that took all 3 of mine to do that side and that side. But I think I did everything. Okay. And then they're going to come over here and be like, ah. I did everything except giving myself that resource. Okay. So they're going to do the bottom. They have, what do they have? They have a blue. They will focus on this or this. They don't have either. They can't do either. So, white or thing. So, oh yeah, the very bottom. So pink. Okay. That was their turn. Now, whether doesn't happen, I can choose to return this. I'm going to. This goes off. Now this is going to be our last round. This is it. So whatever I can do, I better do. Which means I don't think I will be able to get all of these. I'm going to be doing really poorly. That's okay. I'll do what I can. Okay. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to go ahead and spend this to place one of these out. And I need a gear, so I'm going to go ahead and just place this one out so that I can get a gear. I need to go to this sun, so I need any of them. So I'll just grab a pink gear, not that it really matters. Yes, it will, because they might do something which we don't know what they're going to do. That's right, Liz. They're going to be going there, so it won't really matter. Okay. So grabbing the pink gear, and I will go ahead and flip that over. Okay, so I'm doing this. So I activate, I get a science, yay. And one of these activates for 2 more than they already have. So I could get 5 victory points and a gear. Which I think that actually is probably what's best to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a gear, not that it really matters. I'll just get a green one. Okay. So placing a worker out, I'll turn in my pink one, using that, and the only thing is I'll just take one of these. It doesn't really matter, because that didn't go over there. That would go right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have completed that one, and I'll have that one completed. But I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 science. Why did I not move my person? Which I didn't get that benefit anyway. So I'm going to do 2 science so I could do another one of these. Okay, if I do this one, I'll be able to get 1 more victory point. I can't do either of those 2. That doesn't benefit me. That doesn't benefit me. That doesn't benefit me. So I think I'll just go ahead and do this one. And move up on this track. So that I could get another victory point. Which I will probably still be massively, massively trailing. Okay. And then I will go ahead, I did get this, so I will go ahead and place that and this, and I didn't get any benefit for either of those, right? Yeah, no benefit. Okay. Although actually if I did this, except I didn't have a thing to place, so it's still, either way, same effect. Okay, so now they're going to go. They're going to come down here, which gets them another victory. Well, another harder point. Okay, then they're doing science. So, okay, they want wind, which they already have one on wind. So that means they would go, what, 1 more over, whatnot. I'm not sure if they would go 1 over or not, because they already have. I'll just assume that they go 1 over. So they get a blue. They will place one of their little guys over to here. Okay. Because they... Or maybe they would turn in, so that way that would for sure go off, and they would get this if it ever would get there. But actions doesn't go off. It doesn't matter because, you know, discard last turn. Okay, game is over. Oh, when that happened, we did technically get these back. And I should have lost a science, so I'll have had to choose to get a science. I forgot about that one. Okay. But we didn't lose to, you know, complete disaster. So we will just add up all of our victory points, see what happens. So the ones that I was successful on were this one and this one being completed. So for these, I will go ahead and get, we'll add up these first. So I get 3, 4, 5, 10. So I'll be at 41. And then 5 for each of those, so 10, so I'll be at 51. And then if I got any of the 3 of these, that would have been another 5. I was 1 away from that, and that's it. That's the end of the game. So 51 to 63. I lost. But yeah, that's, hopefully that gives you a good feel of it. Hopefully I didn't screw up too much. I constantly forget to do this weather for some reason. I just want to go back and forth and do action, 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 action. But I do really enjoy it. The components are really cute. Like, really cute. I definitely enjoy those. It's a little bit hard to remember when this guy comes over to here. This isn't a 1 or 2 player game. You remove the one that combines. So like where this guy is at, you remove that token from the game. So that's a little tricky. And you saw how much there was to think about. Like there's a lot to think about. A lot to think about. And as soon as you think, oh, I got it, there comes another twist or turn or something. And always remembering to use those tokens at the beginning of the turn. I gotta get better on that. But this is one that I definitely want to explore some more, find out more of what's really going to be happening, and just how just to really play this well. It's like I'm sure if I would have not given them the 5 points every time, that would have helped. But then I might have lost just by them getting too many weather disasters out. So how to do what? I do really love this government action because it gives you like the abilities to do stuff, but it's I don't quite get this because this does not seem to trigger very much at all. Like you have to have all of them up. That weather has to be one of the 3 up here. So it kind of is like, and then it's like, if it's not, it's just like they rotate out so fast that it's like, the one that I need is not even going to be in there. So I'm like, that one is one that I'm going to have to get a firmer grasp on to really understand how that one plays. I feel like to really grok that. And I really need to be doing these more. I really need to do it. And I think I forgot to, that was already unlocked. And that one was already unlocked. That's right. But if I got that one, I would have been able to get some more goodies. And then pay a science to get 3. And then make it easier for them to get it. But yeah, but I do really enjoy it. Hopefully this gave you at least somewhat of an understanding of how the game plays. And you probably were like, Liz, you're doing it wrong! Quite a few times, I'm sure. But until next time, just remember to have fun, be present, and be you. Thank you all for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to us. We would love to hear from you. Also, if you find value in our content, please like, comment, or subscribe. Let a friend or family member know that we exist. Help us spread our channel and bring remote gaming to a table near you. Thank you very much, and have a great day.